It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz. Wentz to throw on the first play from scrimmage. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Wentz now to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Throwing now is Wentz. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this, Devin Wright, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith. Now Geno on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Geno. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Straight ahead running, here's Dallas. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, Smith. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Geno now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Wentz now on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Nice little juke, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touch. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Takes it at the 7th. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they have him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Yeah, with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Going right back to Fant. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Looking to throw again on second down. Smith, left side here. That's the tight end, Fant. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Wentz. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
Slide for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the play. And it's second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. 2nd and 11 now. From the gun, here's Smith. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 12-point game. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 1st down, Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Smith. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. And now Washington has it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he dives into the end end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there was a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw, Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Shifts by him. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, Howard should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Now Joey Slye for the point after.
And the lead is up to 15 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, it's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.